Happy Friday and what's up? This is your host Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And before we begin, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't. Share this with your friends. Let more people know and let more people make their own decision on whether the market is gonna go up or whether the market is gonna go down. The biggest issue with this space is that I'm not FOMOing, but the biggest issue is not FOMOing enough into knowledge and understanding of the market to protect yourself. And I do see a lot of channels mentioning about this upcoming Black Swan event, and therefore I do want to share on this channel. So today's title is about this Black Swan event could crash cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. And for those of you who do not know, because in cryptocurrency, there's so many type of trading pairs, right? And all of these trading pairs are actually traded in correlation with Bitcoin. So what happened is that if Bitcoin drops like maybe at 1%, all the other alternative coins, which we call as altcoins, would drop with greater dimensions, right? It will drop like a 3%, a 10%, a 20%. And if Bitcoin goes up like a few percent, all of these altcoins will go up, parabolically, right? So without further ado, this is the news that came out 19 hours ago. So what happened was that Bitcoin faced Mt. Gox Black Swan as trustee prepared to unlock 150,000 Bitcoin, right? So basically this Black Swan event is related to Mt. Gox, right? For those of you who do not know what Mt. Gox is, this is Mt. Gox, right? So Mt. Gox was actually a Bitcoin exchange based in Japan, okay? And for those of you who've seen the news today in Japan, my condolences. It is a very sad day for the Japanese people. And my condolences, really. And it's not really like no matter what I think is that we're all humans, right? We're all humanity. No matter what position you take, taking a life for me is like definitely a wrong thing. So going back to this news, so this exchange was launched in 2010, and back then it was handling over 70% of all Bitcoin transactions worldwide by early 2014, and then it suddenly abruptly ceased operation amid revelations of its involvement in the loss and theft of thousands of hundreds of Bitcoin, right? So this exchange closed down, but a lot of people were owed the money, right? So these are the people who invested early into Bitcoin back in 2014. So what happened was that they were able to recover. So a lot of Bitcoin was hacked according to this exchange, but 150,000 Bitcoin was able to be recovered, right? And these 150,000 Bitcoin will go back to the people who are affected. So according to this new article, Bitcoin faces a new selling pressure in the near future as users of the defunct exchange Mt. Gox prepare to get their BTC back. So in a fresh correspondence dated July 6th, which is just 2 days ago, the attorney in Japan, appointed trustee in the Mt. Gox rehabilitation process, confirmed that he's prepared to make repayment to account holders, right? So it seems like those who lost money are about to receive Bitcoin, right? And for those of you who compare the price of Bitcoin, Bitcoin back in 2014 and Bitcoin with the price right now, there is definitely a huge profit. So these people are probably in the green, okay? But they do have to sell in order to realize this profit. And some of this money could be life-changing, right? So what happened was that a lot of commentators is saying that there's a chance that once these Bitcoin has started to be released back to these owners, there's a huge chance that these owners might sell, hence creating a selling pressure. Because if you look at this, a total of 150,000 Bitcoin is gonna flood the market, right? So it will be it will possibly be a Black Swan event. A Black Swan events are events that would cause a capitulation or something that would cause a huge dump in the market. So definitely that is something that we have to look at, right? So this plan is actually not just from yesterday, right? It was originally approved in 2018 and confirmed in October 2021. Out of the initial deposit, 850,000 Bitcoin lost by Mt. Gox, only a reported 150,000 BTC has been recovered, right? So people were saying that okay, potential Black Swan, so Mt. Gox is definitely number one. Victims getting back. Tether collapse, unable to redeem, so USDT. Total crypto market crash, more war, and so on, right? So basically, reacting to this, post, the CEO of on-chain analytics, crypto quant, advised traders to set price alarms for when the payout begins, right? So once we have a confirmed date, so right now the confirmed date to schedule is not out yet. Once we have a confirmed date, it is important for us for myself to monitor these dates and see if there is a inflow of these Bitcoin to exchanges where these long-term holders are gonna jump and to realize profit, right? Because if that happens, it would definitely cause a huge selling pressure. And right now we do see a selling pressure in the market, and that is not related to this, but it's more about the job market survey, which I'm gonna share shortly. Okay, so right now it's still quiet, so we'll have to see, right? So at the same time, this article shared another bullish news about Celsius loan repayment boost BTC. So basically what happened was that Celsius was borrowing money on MakerDAO, like a decentralized protocol, finance protocol. Okay, so they have repaid some of the loans. So now the liquidation price is in a very, very low position, right? So people are hoping that Celsius might in the end not go bankrupt and really could provide services, right? They were hoping that maybe Celsius is able to recover, right? So yeah, but at the same time, I do want to share this article with you, which was just released 7 hours ago. Celsius moved 529 million worth of wrapped Bitcoin to FTX. So wrapped Bitcoin is kind of like a Bitcoin on another chain, so it's called WAP, right? For example, if you want to move Bitcoin on the Ethereum chain, right, you basically probably move the Bitcoin to a wallet. That wallet issues a WAP Bitcoin on another chain, so you can use that to move. And then once you want to move it back to the Bitcoin chain, then you could unwrap it. Okay. So basically, people are worried that because Celsius has moved 529 million worth of Bitcoin to FTX, is there a chance that they might sell this Bitcoin, right? So if they were to sell these Bitcoin, so this is actually moved after the lending platform paid off its remaining 41.2 million debt to the Maker protocol, which I just shared with you, right? So people were somewhat hoping that Celsius moved to swap their web Bitcoin for Bitcoin, okay, so that people could finally withdraw their Bitcoin on the protocol, like on the platform, right? So at the same time, according to this news, Bitcoin yesterday when I was doing my live stream, I was just saying that Ethereum has been removed in a very alarming way in just one day, and then right after that live stream, the market just pumped up, right? The market just went up, right? But at the same time, right now the market is dumping back down. So basically, if you bought yesterday and if you didn't sell, you didn't realize the gain. Basically the market is back at the level that I talked about 12 hours ago, right? So it'll be interesting to see whether there's gonna be more selling pressure, not only just Mt. Gox, but also Celsius WAP Bitcoin. But so far, Celsius and the CEO Alex McKinsey has remained radio silence about the movement of fund. So there is still a lot of uncertainty, fear, and doubt in the market. Okay. So I was just talking about why the market in general is down. So there is a jobs report. So this job report is dated back in June, but it was released today. So it was released in 30 minutes ago. Because this job report shows that June is actually quite strong. I think basically it means that people are getting jobs, non-farm payroll increase and so on. Because if jobs are good, right, people are speculating that a stronger than expected job report will keep the Federal Reserve on track for its aggressive rate hikes, right? So what they're afraid is not that people are getting jobs or having strength in the job market, but people are afraid that it will cause aggressive rate hike. The Fed is gonna be like, oh, so people have jobs, right? Everything is positive. So let us be more aggressive in increasing the interest rate and making everything slip, right? So that's the reason why, okay? So for the traditional news, if you look at the pre-market right now, negative because of the strong job report. Asia, Japan went up and it went down a bit. Unfortunately, Abe, he was assassinated at a campaign event. My condolences, absolutely. Yeah, so things were better in terms of U.S. payroll in the U.S. So that's why the market is going down. So that's an interesting observation. So moving on to our crypto news of the day. So we look at crypto market cap, right? Now we are at 944 billion, which is a 2.59% increase from the last day. If we look at the stable coins, is going up. So some money is coming back in. In general, Bitcoin yesterday went back to 22,000, trying to break it, but it wasn't able to do so, wasn't able to sustain. Ethereum now is at 1,200. But right now we do see this downwards trend, okay, the market, because right now Bitcoin is pretty much trading according to the Nasdaq in a sense, right? So we look at the last 30 minutes, right? So yesterday after my live stream, basically yesterday my live stream was around, let's see, this time, hopefully. Yep, and then boom, went up, right? It just went up crazy. And then now we're back down, and this is because of job report. And this morning, the Asian market was quite shaky because of the assassination attempt of Abe, which is also quite worrying as well. So overall, the market quite green, some negatives in certain tokens, but in general, because yesterday we had such a huge pump, right? So it really shows you that dollar cost average is an important thing. These pumps come when you least expect it. Personally, I didn't expect it, but these pump comes, but these pump, they give, they take it, right? So it leave, like within 12 hours, this pump goes back to its original price. So it shows you that you shouldn't be greedy in this market. So in terms of on-chain data, yesterday I was talking about this, Ethereum, huge outflow, just yesterday, right? But we are still witnessing outflow. So it'll be interesting to see the reason for this, right? I don't have the reason for you, but exchange reserve, because of this huge outflow, we did have a going back down, right? So it will be interesting to see if it goes back up, which will create like a sudden pressure, right? So that is pretty much crypto related news. There is another news that is Binance. Okay, Binance continue European expansion with new crypto registration in Spain. So basically what happened is that Binance has a company subsidiary in Spain called MoonTech Spain, right? So now they are registered with the Bank of Spain as a virtual asset service provider. Okay, so they successfully gotten this. So now they'll expand in the Spanish market. But interestingly, if you see this, right, they began its registration on January 28th, right? So it really does show you how it really does take time in order for things to happen, right? It really does take time for these to be approved. Okay, so next news, Celsius recently, another big news, they are accused of fraud in a lawsuit by a former money manager. So Jason Stone's key find and claims that Celsius behaved fraudulently and owed money to the firm from a profit-sharing organization. They referred Celsius as a policy scheme and compliant failed on Thursday. So right now, Celsius is now undergoing some lawsuit, right? So it seems like all of this maybe we're not out of the wood yet, right? There's still so much happening. And at the same time, for those of you who notice, actually Solana as well. Solana is under fire. Oh, so another big news is that Celsius lost 390 million of client fund from high-risk leverage trading, outcome report. So definitely not out of the woods, a lot of downward pressure. But at the same time, if I remember correctly, Solana right now is being sued right now as well. So yeah, just to let you know, okay? So these are like the crypto news for today. And as well, a while back, like a week ago, I did a show with a Legal Cat where we actually thought Alder, the CEO at SFC, could have some impact in terms of crypto regulations in Hong Kong and possibly globally, right? Because he is also the chair of like an international regulatory association, right? But right now, Alder decided to leave Hong Kong, and now he's going to be the new chair of UK's Financial Conduct Authority, right? So he's gonna take up the role in January 2023. So if you remember yesterday, right? Yesterday, I shared the news about the demographics of UK crypto trader, and I also shared the news about how Bank of England is hoping for stricter crypto regulation, right? So if we look at Hong Kong's regulation, Hong Kong regulation regime is quite strict because retail is restricted from trading cryptocurrency with these exchanges in the beginning, right? Only institutional investors is able to trade cryptocurrencies with exchanges that are licensed starting March 2023. So it is very likely that maybe he might, so this is all speculation, not financial advice. I have no insider info or anything. I have no news or anything. There's a chance that he might adopt a similar approach in the UK, right? It all adds up together, right? So we'll have yet to see. So moving on to our NFT news. So NFT news, the first big one from LFG news is that Milligan, the team from Premint, is gonna add a lot of security updates, okay, to hopefully keep collectors safe. No more direct links in email. We see direct links in email, those are scam and stuff like that. At the same time, in this bear market, the top 10 music NFT generated more than 1,000 in trade volume. So this is amazing. It shows that music NFT is a thing. And at the same time, Jenkins, the valet, he's a Bored Ape holder, took 3 months to put 903 hand-drawn apes into a 134 megabyte big masterpiece, right? So what happened was that he created this art, and then these art contain 903 different type of bored apes, 930 plus bored apes and mutant apes hand drawn into this scene. So that's pretty cool. It really shows you how culture is, right? How this is actually a part of culture. So at the same time, gold for bored apes stored in the private set over NFT trader for 670 ETH. Burn one jar dude for 1 free cool man babies mint. There'll be 50 spot available first come first serve, 2 more days until babies mint. Reddit announced a new blockchain based collectible avatar, and this was set to use Polygon. So I did post about Polygon and also the strength of the token, and the reason for this is that they have a lot of collaboration. So this is Reddit's a collectible avatar. So what happened is that you can now buy NFT avatars on Reddit. And also these collective avatars are working with different partners. This is bullish, right? Stranger Things, right? And then you also have Riot Games as well, right? League of Legends, right? So we'll probably see League of Legends inspired NFTs with Reddit, right? So these are available for purchase, BSB free, available for Reddit Premium. So definitely very bullish news, and this would be on the MATIC blockchain. And that's the reason why the MATIC blockchain is doing quite strong right now, right? The MATIC blockchain has partnership with Facebook. They have partnership now with Reddit. It's definitely super cool. So supporting artists on Reddit. So this is really cool. And then there is a lot of users on Reddit, right? And customizable, right? 87 to choose from. Super exciting to see. Great job Reddit. Really looking forward to see these art. I do believe that in order for NFTs to be massively adopted, these NFT couldn't be selling for billions and millions of dollars, but it should be more affordable. Digital asset, in my opinion, if you want mass adoption, has to be more affordable. So these are the Stranger Things avatars. So it's based on the IP themselves, right? Which is pretty cool, right? At the same time, this is the League of Legends one, so it's based on the Netflix. So I think they do have some collaboration with Netflix, because Arcane is actually a series on Netflix that's based on League of Legends. So this Jinx, this is a Jinx sister. I hope I can say that. Okay, right? Vi, yeah, we could say Vi. So this is amazing. Great to see Reddit embracing NFTs, and I think definitely this is how NFTs will become mainstream. You have certain emotions towards these characters. You want to own them, and it is, if they are not that expensive, like 10 or 20 bucks, and not like $1,000, then maybe this could be one that you want to buy, right? And also artists get paid that sells on Reddit less any fees, right? So it'll be interesting to see the pricing structure. So they are gonna roll out soon. No pricing structure yet, but I do hope that they do it correctly to make it more affordable. So that people could really understand what NFTs is, right? So also other interesting news in general, but I'll just cover the top few ones. So happy Friday, guys. I won't keep you guys long here, and stay safe. The market is indeed very shaky, and I did tell you about some of the Black Swan events, right? So this is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out. Remember to like and subscribe, share with your friends. Bye-bye.